And now here goes Hirotaka Makino. Yet to really fire a shot in this heat, and
No,
that's not going to change anything either as we sneak under the 10-minute mark.
So what did Kai need to move into first? A 5.65.
Not sure if it's there, but he might have increased his 4, which would make life a little bit tougher for Aurélien Meneux. He's a lifeguard from La Réunion. They haven't been allowed to surf in La Réunion for quite a while, although that changed recently. There's a shark mitigation system in place now that certain beaches they are allowing surfing once again, and there was just a qualifying series event held at Saint Lou. Oh well, gone way off on the last screw of Kai Hamas. We might have missed something at the start, I think. There it is, an 8.5. Pair that with the 7. He's got a 15.5 two-wave total. He's a mile out in front. 9 minutes remaining.
Yeah, that was, he's doing quite well. Yeah, I'd heard that they weren't allowed to surf at certain times, but they cancelled surfing altogether. Is that the case there?
They did, yeah, but you could surf. Basically, the police start work at 7 in the morning, so you'd surf before they clocked on.
Oh, okay. So that's what I had heard of, the people surf really early and really late, so that was the reason for that.
Yeah, yeah. But you could actually get arrested for going for a surf.
That's intense, isn't it?
Yeah. But now they've got, I think it might be a radar or a sonar sort of detection system. There's a few netted beaches. I know a lot of the popular swimming beaches were netted.
Maybe the drones, they put the drones. I'm noticing they're doing that on the Sydney beaches now. Often have a drone out there.
Yeah, in WA we have helicopters that fly up and down the coast all day long on the lookout.
You'd think a drone would be cheaper, wouldn't you?
Cover a lot more ground with a helicopter.
Yeah, I guess. I saw one recently. I was down in the national park, and it's a Guatemala, and it's a really difficult beach to get to, but they have lifesavers down there. And there was one guy all day just up and down with the drone.
Yeah, you can also, to look at it cynically, a helicopter is a far better billboard.
That's true.
So
that's true.
We see the Westpac
better peace of mind.
We see the Westpac logo fly over our beaches, all day long.
Yeah. Okay.
And Westpac stump up the money for the petrol and the chopper, and yeah, probably write it off as a tax dodge.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, JR got a 7.15 on the last wave. Didn't get him up into first. He needed that 8.36.
Oh, nice nose ride there from JR. So the two Filipino surfers are really, Kai Hamas from Japan and JR, Filipino surfer, they're building themselves a bit of a bridge.
Yeah, it's at this stage looking difficult to cross. Hirotaka just hasn't been able to crack a decent one at this stage.
4.8, the result for Aurélien's last wave. And here goes Kai Hamas once again. This is a great heat.
This is a great heat. These top two are just killing it. Yeah, every heat I watch, I get more appreciation of these longboarders.
Yeah, well, this wave is just built for it. Oh, just the tap dancing there from Kai Hamas. Just fancy footwork, flying down the line. Surfboards have to weigh 6 kilos?
6.8. 6.8 kilos, and they have to be, what did they say?
9 foot long.
Minimum 9 foot, but they have to be 3 foot taller than whoever's surfing it.
Really?
Yep. So if you've got a 7 foot surfer, your board needs to be 10 foot. I was reading the rules just a few heats. Oh, when we started this, I thought I'd better learn something here. So 6.8 kilos, and what they did was they weighed every board before they went out, put a little mark on the board to say they'd been weighed. And then Luke, our event director, showed me the rules about the height of the board. So minimum 9, 6.8 kilos, minimum weight. But like I said, if you're a 7 foot guy, you need a 10 foot board. Which seemed, I was really surprised when I heard that.
Can that go the other way as well though? Like what if you're 4 foot tall?
That's exactly what I said. No, minimum 9 feet. You know, and I think the theory is
that heightest?
It's heightest. It's
could be
definitely
scandalous.
heightest. Yeah. Yeah, I think the theory there is that if you are 7 foot and you've got a 9 foot board, you can throw it around more than someone who's 5 foot and has a 9 foot board. But that's the case.
Yeah, but
anyway.
if someone who's 5 foot should only have to have an 8 foot board.
Well, you know, I think you should look into this.
Whoa.
We could start a riot. We could protest.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that.
Heightest will be an issue before too long. You know, everything else is. So I don't see why we can't get our No More Heightest T-shirts printed up. But yeah, they're the rules. Interesting rules.
So a 7 foot surfer. Sounds like a bit of a tall story to me.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, 7 foot basketballers. But yeah, he showed it to me. My eyes nearly popped out of my head when I read it. I think you're thinking a bit dubious about it. I'll show you the rules soon enough.
Oh, I think if I met a 7 foot surfer, I'd look up to him.
Well, I mean, even a 6'5" surfer, there might even be one of them here. You need a 9'5" surfboard. You know, we'll see if the phone lights
You'd
up.
pick another sport, wouldn't you? You go play basketball.
Yeah. Okay, who's patting Aurelian, our reunion surfer? Toes on the nose. Get round this little section here. I think of a dog when I think of a leash.
I'll happily call them trunks over
Trunks,
board
yeah.
shorts.
I don't think I've ever said trunks apart from just then in my entire life.
Kino, he needs 2 waves totaling 14, so he's not going to get there on the strength of this one. Kai Hamas with 2 minutes to go. Not quite a victory lap, but it is. There's a long gap between first and second and third and fourth in this heat.
And our third is already in the surf shop.
Points for that. Just so, yeah, Kai Hamas and Rogelio Jaya Esquivel. What a fantastic name. Have done it very, very nicely. Kai with an 8.5 and a 7.25. JR with a 7.15 and a 6.9.
They paid him well for that last wave, that whitewater.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Bit of a wrangle, bit of a wrestle. Here is, I'm going to say, the winner of this heat, Kai Hamas. Oh, I like that. It's gone up the nose. Thrown in a little 360.
Epic.
There won't be a whole lot of points there, but that's just demonstrating how much control you have of your board. As this heat is done and dusted. There's a nice little flourish on your victory lap. So, Jerry, you're going to go off and have a chat to Kai. This heat is all over. Congratulations to Kai Hamas and Rogelio J.R. Esquivel. And we might just cut to the replay of Kai's last wave and then don't go anywhere. More action from the La Union International Pro coming our way right after this. Welcome back to the La Union International Pro. We are here at Mona Lisa Point, a wave that looks like it was built for longboarding, and this is Crisanto Villanova from deep downtown. He steps off, that wave gets the better of him. Adam Basco, Indonesian surfer, is in the lead with just a minor score, and Jun Esquivel, who I'm assuming might be related to J.R. Esquivel, who was in the last heat, and Denny Perdaus are yet to open their accounts. Chris Binns here, joined in the booth by John Carby. Before that happens, we're going to cross down to Jerry Deegan, who's talking to the winner of the last heat, Kai Hamas from Japan, who did it very nicely.
Kai Hamas, what a fantastic performance. She gave me a whole new appreciation of longboarding. And your helicopter at the end was fantastic. Tell me what you thought of the heat.
Thank you. So I'm so tired in the water, so hot. Yeah, but I take some good waves, so I'm happy.
Oh, you got more than some good waves. To me, that was the best performance of the day. So congratulations on that. Where in Japan are you from?
Shonan.
Shonan, is that close to Tokyo? Where would that be?
1 hour by the car from Tokyo.
Okay, and what kind of waves are you surfing? Beach breaks or points?
Beach breaks, so small wave always.
Yeah, okay, well, good on you. Well, you're learning what to do and you're doing it fantastically. And what was your strategy? Did you have a strategy for that heat?
Yeah, I'm focused for the couple take good wave, so I want round up next heat.
Okay, yeah, okay, well, yeah, that's what you need to do. Keep it up. And the way you're going, I plan to interview you more again. Yeah. So congratulations. Would you like to say something in Japanese to the people at home?
Yeah, 応援していただいている皆様ありがとうございます。次のヒートもいい波乗って楽しみたいと思うので応援よろしくお願いします。
Well, thank you, Kai, very much. Much appreciated. We do that one or do we do that one?
Thank you.
All the best, mate. Good luck for the future. So, and now we'll go back up to the boys upstairs.
Very much, Jerry Deegan. And that was Kai Hamas, winner of the last heat, and one of the best performances we've seen so far in this whole event. Here goes Adam Basco swinging into action. And I can smell Red Bull, which must mean John Carby's joining me in the booth.
Trying to hit the midday hump. Had a bit of a lunch break. I was actually down there on the beach looking at the conditions. Sometimes it feels like it's dropping off or falling off, and then you see a heat like that, and it gives you hope and purpose that this thing's going to keep rolling through really good.
It gives you hope and purpose.
It's like, hey, you're going to talk about this next heat? It happens like that, and the sets are rolling in. It's actually looking really good down there. I think we're running only a few more heats, so we're going to finish off this round.
3 heats to go, including this one.
Then we're going to take a break. I do also want to shout out to one of our sponsors out there who who we missed out for a bit, is Lamari Shargau. Great little place there in Shargau. If you're in Shargau, go check out Lamari Shargau. Beautiful location, close to the Cloud9 and Tuasan and all the breaks. Swimming pool, great food, and they're also major supporters.
Here goes Crisanto Villanueva. He's got a cool style. Gets up to the nose, cross steps back down to the tail of his board, then throws a big turn. This wave just keeps running and running. Little floater to sign off, and he ejects into about 3 inches of water.
That was a nice one. I'm looking forward to seeing the replay of that one. That was actually one of those faster paced waves where a bit of style comes into play too, a little bit of a different stance from Crisanto Villanueva. Great speedy wave style coming into play there a lot. Smooth, fast surfing, good to see. Look at it, beautiful point. Like you said before, made for longboarding. As the tide sort of fills into it, just makes a bit more sense for the longboards. There we go, 6.50. Not taking too long for Crisanto to drop in. Nice wave and getting himself up in the first as White's up. Bit of downtime there, a nice little wrapping cut back there on rail. He'll probably look to get up to the nose here for a quick 5. There it is. Kicking off. A bit of downtime on that one. Crisanto's last wave, as I said, a 6.50, enough to get him up in the first place. And surfer and Danny.
All right, this is Adam Basco, the Indonesian surfer. He's got some work to do, and that one never really cooperated, so he is out of there. 18 minutes and change to run.
It'll be his second wave, so getting in the rhythm. Looking for the waves, but yeah, you want those ones, the Chris Binns specials that I call them, those outsiders that run all the way through and they just seem to keep hugging that point and wrapping through to the bay.
Yeah, what's your plan? 2 heats after this one. Try and get in the water this afternoon?
I'm definitely thinking about getting in the water, maybe a couple times. We've got the high tide filling in throughout the afternoon, so...
That left in the middle of the beach seems to be working a bit now.
There's the left and then the next sort of point break as well. I'm looking at the other side of that point break where no one really goes. It's always a bit of fun. I don't really like getting out there and mixing with everybody. I sort of take a bit of a slower pace in life these days and pick off what I want to pick off.
All right, last score drops in for the surfer in white, Danny Padaus. It was a 5.5, puts him into the lead. Last wave for Crisanto Villanueva was a 6.5. Not enough for the lead, but easily the best wave of the heat so far. Adam Basco's last wave was a 5.9. And, yeah, that was a great exchange from those 3 surfers. June Esquivel is in 4th. They didn't get involved in that exchange, so they have priority.
Yeah, I think that last one of Denny's jumped him up above Crisanto there.
Here's the beautiful town of San Juan. Mona Lisa Point right here. This drone angle's fantastic. That shows you what the surfers are dealing with.
Beautiful point, isn't it? You can see the way it just wraps in, hits that sort of peaky reef section, and just rolls through to the bay.
And this is June Esquivel, who's the younger brother of JR, came second in the last heat. Unfortunately, June goes down. And now here goes Danny Padaus. Has a look out the back. Decides there's more on offer out the back than there is in front of him. Pulls the pin, gets out of there.
And probably chasing that priority before Blue gets back to the lineup. So he's going to find himself in 3rd priority, giving himself that little bit of opportunity to get another choice before his competitor in Blue. What about you, Chris? Which point, which location are you looking at getting into? Straight out to the point again?
Oh, I'd imagine I'll go make a pest of myself at the point.
Good place to make a pest of yourself if you're going to do any. And then we've got the afternoon high as it rolls in too. So plenty of opportunity to get that out. If you want a couple surfs, you might do that too. The Shorey this afternoon could be a bit of fun.
I might just go for one long surf
No responsibilities, no worries. Off for the day, which means
Saturday afternoon.
so are we.
I think I'm actually going to put the vest on because my ribs are torn to pieces.
From the pink 20.
Yeah. Okay, this is my surfer in green, Adam Basco. And a little bit too deep on that one, so he hits the eject button and gets out of there.
He's not chasing much, but I don't think it'll come into play anyway. Even if he gets a requirement, I don't think he will.
Oh, there goes Crisanto Villanueva, quickly in, quickly out.
Numbers popping in everywhere. Nothing of any substance, I don't think. In that little last exchange, there was a few wide ones, a few closeouts. Yeah, Saturday afternoon down in La Union. We might find out what happens in the town on a Saturday afternoon. So 90% of Manila down there. You can see on the camera there. That's down in our spectators area. Plenty of shade and plenty of bodies down there on the beach watching the action down here at the International Pro La Union. WSL 1000 longboard we're watching at the moment. Longboard men's. Very exciting. First time here in the Philippines. Have you travelled much with the longboarders QS series?
A couple of longboard events in Taiwan over the years. Here goes Danny Padaus, the Indonesian. He's out of there. Talking about travelling, I wouldn't mind getting in a jeepney, Gustavo. Just seeing what happens.
I'll give you 50 pesos, see where you end up.
Yeah.
You could end up on the other side of the Philippines for 50 pesos in a jeepney. Good fun, a bit of traditional travel.
You just get in, get off whenever you want. Is that how it works? Or?
Yeah, basically. It's usually around about 10 pesos, I believe, to jump in a jeepney. And they can take you from one end of town to the next one where you'll jump off and jump on the next jeepney that'll do that other leg. They'll sort of go back and forth in their little stretches of coastline or whatever. Usually they'll go pretty far too. It's a great way to travel. Tricycles are the other option, which are the motorbikes with a side cart. You can fit usually 3 to 4 guys our size in there.
And tuk-tuks as well, getting around?
No tuk-tuks. They usually go with the tricycle, but there is a new move towards these bingo-style cars, which is the tuk-tuk you might see from India or Indonesia. I think they have them there.
Yeah, I've seen a tuk-tuk.
Yeah, it's sort of a new wave here, so it's replacing the tricycle a little bit. Centre driving with a bit more room in the back, so just different strokes for different folks, really. But tricycles are traditional, and also the jeepneys. And a good way to get around. Public transport or motorbike is the standard way of travelling around here. Not too many people have cars. And the convenience of a motorbike, just jump on, rip down the shops, get yourself a Red Bull and head on out of there.
But if you do need a car, you'd probably want to go to Volkswagen Philippines.
I would go to Volkswagen Philippines.
Here goes Danny Padaus. He's working his way down the line. He is a heat leader. Looking to upgrade his 4.25 to extend his lead. Touch and go. 12 minutes remaining.
Yeah, well, that's option B for me. If the waves don't look too exciting, I can always jump in the Volkswagen and cruise around. Race the jeepneys.
Here goes Adam Basco. This wave might run for him. Looking over the shoulder at the ocean.
Yeah,
he's up on the nose.
Yeah, it's going to have a closeout section here. Yeah, I was saying before, Lamari, Shargo, one of our sponsors on board here, all the way from Shargo, and he's sponsoring and looking after this because he knows what competitions mean. Big shout out to Mike Concho, a legendary supporter of surfing in the Philippines and a great guy. He was also a major part of the relief efforts over there in Shargo after the typhoon that we had, not last year, but 2021, 2016, December 16, 2021. Mike Concho from Lamari was spearheading a lot of the relief efforts over there in the private sector. So a big shout out to Mike.
Okay, here goes June Esquivel, the Filipino surfer who had priority to this point. Throws it up into the lip and unfortunately goes down. So just over 10 minutes to run. It's still Denny Padaus in the lead. Adam Basco's last wave was a 3, goes into his top 2, doesn't change the situation. Crisanto Villanueva is still sitting second. He'd love to upgrade his 2.65. This is that 3-point wave from Adam Basco.
Basco. So opened up. One of the things about longboard, you don't have to do too much. You don't want to be too much wobbling, too much wibbling. And Adam Basco taking it very, very smooth and cruisy on that. The wave just didn't really cooperate at giving him the sections.
That's a technical term, is it?
Yeah.
Not too much wibbling or wobbling?
Not too much wibbling or wobbling, just sort of cruising it out. It's made to look a bit more graceful than the shortboards zipping up and down the wave.
There's a bit of life for you. Coast Guard, the military, the tourists.
Yeah, big thank you to the Coast Guard also. We noticed your presence and thank you for your protection. We've also got the PNP, which is the Philippine National Police. I've noticed them down. We've got the LGU Department of Health involved. Many of these government organisations coming and working together to put together a great event, keeping us all safe, secure, and attended to if we bump off the rocks. So thank you very much to these guys, and here's a little crew on the beach.
Yeah, decent numbers in attendance. The beach is packed. And it's been packed since first light. Clearly, you know, 3 hours from Manila, 3 or 4 hours drive from Manila. Lots of people come up on the weekend to fill the holiday town. And yeah, the vibe's fantastic. Surf schools are going crazy. Here's Adam Basco, currently sitting in third. He needs a 3.26 to get up to second. And he'll be challenging that on the strength of this wave.
I think this one will link up for the inside section.
Gets up to the nose, hangs 10, beautifully done. Wants to hang on to it, he's trying to dig it out, but unfortunately goes down. Now June Esquivel on the wave behind. Hangs 10, nicely done. Hangs 10 very, very quickly once again. Gets the 5, so...
Good little exchange for our number 3 and 4.
Yeah, stayed very busy on that wave. 8 minutes to run.
Be interesting to see where these numbers lock in, if it's going to change any situations and knock Denny and Cristiano off the top lengths. Let's wait and see.
Well, last score for June Esquivel was a 3.85. Doesn't change the situation. The last score for Adam was a 2.65. That doesn't go into his top 2. So 8 minutes to go. It's still Denny Pedaus and Crisanto Villanueva out in the lead. There's really not much in it, though. 1.75 points separating first and fourth.
Nice tight race, but the requirement for Adam is a 3.26 and Jun is chasing a 5.01. So definitely achievable for both of these guys. Jun is the brother of JR, who we saw in that previous heat, going in second place. Great family down here, the Esquivels. JR competes in both shortboard and longboard and does them really well.
All right, here goes that man, Jun Esquivel, having a swing. Needs a 5.01 to get up to second. Great hang 10. Almost tucked into a little tube as he rode out of that as well. Not to be, 7 minutes remaining.
I'm guessing a hang 10 barrel is going to be a pretty high scoring manoeuvre too.
Yeah, I think that was more of an inadvertent hang 10 head dip, but... Think about the size a tube would need to be if you're to be hanging 10 and still in it.
Could you imagine the carnage when the foam ball finally grabs that tail and does what the foam ball tends to do and swings you back into the lip? It'd be horrible.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure if it's possible.
It's definitely not in my capabilities, put it that way. Some of these boys might be willing to give it a crack, but...
You'd need a Kira-style tube where you could be 10 foot in front of the foam ball and yet still behind the curtain.
Yeah, you'd want that backdoor style runner in, wouldn't you? It wouldn't be a long barrel, but I don't know. I'm sure it's been attempted. Plenty of maniacs out there in the world.
Okay, 6 minutes remaining. Little change on the scoreboard.
Staying busy, Adam Basco.
He's in third. He needs a 3.26. Gets up to the nose. I like that turn. That'll make a good photo. If Tim Hayne from the ASC still lurking in the channel. A little bit of a crossover carve there as well.
Nice little foam climb to finish. It's not bad. Put together well.
Adam is out of there.
You put that together well. It wasn't a big wave, but it did run quite long. Gave him a fair bit of opportunity to get on the nose and spend a bit of time up there.
So 3:26 the requirement. It's going to be in the ballpark. So with just over 5 minutes to go, Crisanto Villanueva might need to chase a score here. There it is, a 4.35. So Adam Basco goes from third to first. Pushes Denny Padaus down to second. He now needs a 4.76 for the lead. Crisanto Villanueva goes from second to third. He now needs a 3.25 to get up to second. 4 minutes 40 to go. That is the south end of the beach break where all the surf schools are in operation. Here goes Crisanto Villanueva. He won't be happy to be outside of the top two. And this is where he begins his campaign to get back into those progressing positions. He's got plenty of speed up to the nose. Oh, just gets a little toe tap. And then things go very awry. I don't think that's going to help him. 4 minutes remaining.
3.25. I don't think he did enough on those outside sections to get there. Busy little wave. We saw Adam with his last wave. There we go, actually.
So he got a 3.8 without completing the manoeuvre. So imagine if he had finished that wave.
Situation back in front. Top of the board. And Adam Basco has now been pushed into second, pushing Denny down into third, our surfer in white. So the judges liking this opening part of the wave. Obviously a bit of bigger wave. He did do a bit of work out there. Like you say, imagine the score he would have dropped if he had kept this thing rolling down all the way into the bay.
Yeah, he's flying down the line right now.
And it looked like that wave had plenty more to give, so a bit of an error there. Denny making his fight back now.
Yep, so he's gone down to third. He needs a 4.76 to get up to second.
Exciting finish. Like that one in the earlier parts of the day that you were commentating with Georgie. We had a last second change, a priority error, and a stolen victory in those dying seconds. Pretty exciting times.
3 minutes remaining. Here goes Adam Basco. He's sitting in second. He needs a 4.41 for the lead. Gets up to the nose. Nothing rushed or hurried about this wave, and he gets out of there. Didn't like the looks of it.
Little three-wave exchange yet to drop in. See if that's going to change any of the situations. Take out our leaders. Let's have a look. See a few requirements to drop in that mid-range score. So we'll see if anyone's got their content they need. Two minutes and 20 seconds. Business end.
Surfer in red, still in first place. Holding on to first priority.
There it is. Looks like all those numbers have dropped in. Not enough to change the situation. Surfer in green, only a 3.15. That last one didn't improve his situation any. Surfer in white looking at a 3.6. He's still looking for a 4.76 to get up into second place. And surfer in blue, a 3.
Well, 2 minutes to go, and there's some sets on the horizon. And this looks like, I think our surfer in red. There he is, Crisanto Villanueva. Maybe a little bit too far out on the shoulder of that one. It races off without him. 90 seconds to go. Priority now with the surfer in blue, but this is the surfer in white. Denny Padaus, the Indonesian, needs a 4.76. Relatively long hang 10 for the ones we've seen so far today.
1 minute to go, and you need a 6.10. You're currently in fourth place. You have priority.
Quite a well-surfed wave.
Yeah, nothing rushed. Very calm and casual from start to finish.
4.76.
1 minute to go. Crisanto Villanueva is in the lead. Adam Basco is sitting second. Denny Padaus has a score to come. Jean Esquivel is chasing a 6.1.
He's swinging on this one out the back. Nice looking set. Straight to the nose. Straight onto the nose. Jun getting a little bit tangled up.
30 seconds remaining.
So 30 seconds to go. Last roll of the dice for the surfer in blue right now.
30 seconds.
All eyes are on the last of blue, this current one riding, and the last of white to drop in. Still looking for 476. The judges deliberating those last few bits of the numbers.
Oh, well. Jean Esquivel steps off onto the sand, slaps the water.
I don't think it's sand.
And it's looking like Denny Pedaus has done enough. His last wave of 5.8 takes him from second into the lead. I'm going to go down and have a chat with Denny. He progresses with Crisanto Villanueva. 2 more heats to go in the day. Don't go anywhere. More action from the La Union International Pro coming our way right after this quick break.
All right, welcome back. John Cubby here with Luke Landrigan. Super exciting finish in the dying minute. Danny Pedaus stole the lead off
Crisanto Villanueva, local boy.
Took
from
the lead
here.
off him, pushing Adam Busco into that third place in the dying minute of that last heat. Super exciting heat though.
So this is the second to the last heat for today. After this, we're resuming tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. again.
Who have we got in this heat, Luke?
We've got John Kennedy in white, Roger Kasugay in green, Ryoichi Seo in red, and Surian Plian in blue.
From Thailand, we have our other competitor from Thailand here. We also had Annie Flynn. Annie Flynn was our other competitor in the women's shortboard division. And we have Surian Plian.
Another longboarder from Thailand.
Yeah, pretty cool. Like I said, getting across.
So yeah, there's surfer in green, local guy, Roger Kasuga.
Part of Philippine longboarding scene for a long time now, and a great guy. He recently got married and has a little baby girl, I think.
No, baby boy, Rio.
Baby boy, Rio.
Shout out to Lisa and Rio. They're pretty sure they're watching here now.
Yep, outright legend and gentleman with a great family. Possibly moving to Dutch soon, right? Dutch, where's Dutch? She's Dutch. Amsterdam area, Holland. So we're going to shoot over to Chris Binns, who's going to be down there with Danny for the interview. We'll hand it over to you guys.
All right, thank you very much. We're the winner of the last heat. Did it in the last second. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was amazing hit with local here, and then my friend, my brother friend, Adam Brasco from Batu Karas. Yeah. I'm so lucky in last minute I got good one. So yeah, I'm thinking about, I'm already lost, I think, but I made it. Thank God.
You sure did. You're from Batu Karas, so obviously you love surfing point breaks.
Yeah, actually, in my home break is point break, and then yeah, it's normally point break only in my home break.
What do you think of this point break?
Yeah, here's it's a little bit hard. Actually, it's a little bit choppy for longboard, and then it's like bumpy, smaller. Yeah, but it's fun. I'm happy to be here. Been long time ago. I came here first time. Yeah, it was amazing.
And through to the next round. Any shout outs in Indonesian to friends back home?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for Deus Temple for big support to send me here, and then thank for my family and my girlfriend. Thanks for your support. Thank you.
All right, you legend. Congratulations. We'll see you in the next round. Back up to you guys in the box.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you,
Bins.
Chris. So
Congratulations, Danny. Last minute steal on that one. Always good to see exciting surfing. That's what it's all about. Oof.
John Kennedy.
John Kennedy given a bit of a cutback with some feeling there, and another one. John Kennedy's from,
I don't know, dude.
I think he's Filipino, right?
What's his last name? John Kennedy.
Kennedy
Yeah,
Martinez.
yeah, he's local guy.
He's a local guy. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
Usually they have weird nicknames, and
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
You look at their names like, never heard of this kid, but then you look at their face and their surfing, it's like, oh, is that you?
You can go 30 years without knowing their first name. I believe your name's not actually Luke.
My real name's Luca.
Is it? Please tell me it is. Sounds very Australian, Luca.
So there you go, John Kennedy with a 6.5 and a 3.35, currently in first place. In second, we have Surfer in Green with a 4.0 and a 3.5. And
Riding on Surf in Blue.
Surf in Blue needs a 4.6 to advance, and Surfer in Red needs a 5.3 to advance.
The nice drop knee turn, just getting a little bit unstuck there. Jumping up at this point isn't going to benefit him, so he's going to kick out of there and get back up. If you get down onto your torso and stand back up, you're actually going to get yourself 2 waves, and that second wave isn't going to be really worthwhile, especially if you're jumping up on the inside.
Thanks to our major sponsors, NextGen Philippines, the Department of Tourism Region 1, Provincial Government of La Union, Local Government of San Juan, and the San Miguel Infrastructure. Yeah, beautiful day, John.
It is a beautiful day, isn't
Beautiful
it? The
Saturday sunny day.
Well, the sun's been sort of behind this nice little light covering a cloud, which makes it not too hot, makes it nice and pleasant. There's an onshore wind. What's that blowing from the south? The southwest?
West, yeah.
West?
Southwest, you're right.
That should be a compass. Giving us just a nice, not too choppy out there. The conditions are still nice and smooth, clean enough for a light onshore, and it gives us that little bit of cooler weather. And it looks like these last few heats, we're going to beat that sun before it gets to us on the balcony.
Yeah, we'll have one more heat after this, and we're going to go on...
Did you just yawn?
No. It was Jerry.
It's a nice, beautiful day, relaxing environment. That's the thing about San Juan. It's definitely a nice place to relax and enjoy yourself, and you get in the mode of just beach life. Beach life is good life. You can either go for a surf or take a nap. It feels like it's my 2 options, and they're both as good as each other. All right, there's John Kennedy. Up and riding. I think that one's ran away from him. It's getting a little bit wider in the bay with those ones. They might need to start adjusting their takeoff positions.
Yeah, they're sitting too deep. Oh, too far out. Seems like it's picked up a little bit. See the beach break?
Yeah, the forecast isn't really working. That's why I'm looking down at the next point, thinking there might be a few options down there for me to get away from the crowd after this next heat. With 16 minutes and 48 seconds. There we go. There's the last wave of John Kennedy Martinez, a 3.50. He is now in first place. That joins his 6.5. He's out there in first place. Surfer in Greens now in second place with a 4.0 and a 3.5. Still plenty of time with 16 minutes. Surfer in Blue, Surian Pijan looking for a 4.40 at this stage to jump up. And Surfer in Red, Ryuichi Seal has priority, and he's chasing a 5.30. He's been quite patient out there, just waiting for the right one. It looks like he's seen something now. He's making a little bit of movement towards it. I might have heard you talking, Luke. Getting towards that end section, maybe adjusting a little bit. Great to see him sort of reacting to the conditions and how they are going out there. You might have seen that last one of our surfer in white, and he saw that he didn't quite get there because of that closeout section.
I want to shout out to our local sponsors too. Here we are, Surfer in Red. Surfer in Red needs a 5.3 to advance. Walking to the nose, not going back. Small snap. Ooh, that inside section gets a bit choppy, huh?
Yeah, what do you think? A bit of bounce back from the rocks, just as it's sort of that weird mid-tide, not quite covering him yet.
Thanks to our local sponsors here, Aya, Clean Beach, San Juan Surf Resort, Alima, Sabong Fried Chicken, Surf Town La Union, Tagpuan, Warung Local, Zera Water, Kermit, Seabuds, La Cantina, and Lineup Bistro.
I think you should shout out those minor sponsors too.
And our minor sponsors, yeah, PLDT and Smart, Volkswagen Philippines, and Red Bull. Gives you wings.
Gives you wings. All right. And we've also got Lamari Shargao, who's also on board with our sponsorship. Yeah, Mike Concho and the team over there in Lamari Shargao. Beautiful spot to go and check out. If you're going to be in Shargao, go check out Lamari. Close enough to all the major surf destinations. Great food, nice swimming pool, good resort. Very similar to this beautiful place we're staying currently in San Juan. I think it's the San Juan Beach Resort, isn't it?
Yep, San Juan Surf.
San Juan Surf. It's nice on the beach.
Surf school there.
Seabuds.
Healthy cafe there. Surf shop there. Get your Alima merch in the shop too.
You're a one-man sponsor show, aren't you? You've got your fingers in every pie down here at San Juan. This is the joy of it coming down to your region. I know you've worked very hard to get these major events down here in San Juan, and as we had last night, a great connection with the local government, the LGU, from barangay captain all the way through to the provincial level, all supporting surfing and all behind what's going on down here, and understand the concept and the joy of what surfing can bring to not just the province but to the people of the Philippines. So thank you very much. Big shout out to Governor Rafi.
Bright future ahead for
great.
our province.
Hasn't always been easy in the Philippines establishing surfing. It's one of those sports that used to be seen as a little bit more of a, here's our replay from Red. This will be his 1.95. Never quite really connected with this wave.
Yeah, not much maneuvers on that.
Kicked off on those bricks. So they never wasn't a very easy run for you guys back in the day, but surfers and governments are starting to really connect for the better of the people, so it's a great thing happening in the Philippines.
Oh,
Roger Kasugai.
That doesn't happen to him much. Oh,
He's about to find a longboard on the neck by the looks of things. Another thing that Roger doesn't see very often. Roger Kasugai, you want to talk a little bit about what happened in the 2019 SEA Games?
Yeah, so he was in a semi-final heat and another surfer broke his leash. And basically Roger, him and Roger rode the same wave coming in.
It was epic because it was a pretty heated moment. There was a lot on the line at that stage. We weren't really sure who was it. It was Menchos, was it?
Menchos, yeah.
Who's a great surfer, and a big shout out to Menchos if you're there.
Yeah, those guys. Listening. I remember the first time Menchos would come here, he would sleep in my house.
Yeah.
And Roger would sleep in my house, so they're like brothers, really.
Yeah, great friends. And it was a heavy situation. Menchos was out there with the snap leash. He was actually waiting for his board caddy to get out to him so he could continue in the competition. Unfortunately, the board caddy couldn't actually get past the breakers.
The wave was pretty heavy.
It was breaking from point all the way across the bay. There was almost no way out. I think they had about a 25-minute paddle out window before their previous heat, so they couldn't get the caddy out. Menchos was actually heading towards quite a big rip that forms in the middle of the bay when the swell's up. And the call was made by our contest director at the time. I believe it was
Glenn
Elliott, now currently head of Surfing Australia, to call the heat off for safety reasons. And at that point, Roger, doing what Roger does, just headed over to Menchos to help him get in.
Yep.
And like I said, it seemed like a heavy situation. No one was in any real great danger, and they showed that by standing up on the same wave on the way in, which was actually more dangerous than the whole situation because they were headed right towards that rip after that, and Metros didn't have a board. But just because of the sportsmanship, Roger ended up getting the Fair Play Award for the SEA Games. He got to meet the president. He put some really good light on surfing as a sport, and more importantly, surfing as a community. So,
And a flag bearer during the closing ceremony.
Yeah,
He got invited in, where was that, Europe or somewhere?
he went to Europe for a Fair Play Award
Yeah.
just recently. And he also came back with a gold medal from that particular event. So
Yeah.
it was a fairy tale run for Roger Kasugai, who's currently out there in second place into that SEA Games in 2019, and one of the biggest moments that happened down here in San Juan. Here's Roger now. Nice
Surely
yellow board.
there.
Nice and speedy. Okay.
Oh,
If he had got complete on that one, that must have been his
so that ride
He's
is a
5.45.
5 yeah.
Oh, and that's where Blue unstuck. He might have had one eye on Roger as he was racing down that line. And his red, nice little exchange throughout the surfers there. 2-2, like you say, a rare error from Roger, and the rest of the waves didn't quite line up. Here he goes again. Oh, okay. You can hear the noises coming from behind us down on the beach. This is the and this is their golden child, Roger Kasugai. Part of the community and a big part of the community. Great guy, role model for the kids, good family man. Not too many bad words to say about Roger.
Yeah, I believe he's riding a Zamora board. Shout out to Ian and Carla Zamora. Ian's a Filipino shaper who's based in California.
Ooh,
Shapes
Phil Am.
pretty good boards.
Shapes pretty good boards. If Roger Kasugai is on them, I'm guessing they're pretty good boards. Surf in blue. This will be Suryan, sorry. Up on the nose. A surfer
Suryan from Thailand. What did they say? How did they say it? Kobun Ka?
I don't know.
You never been to Thailand?
I did go to Thailand. It's a really hard language.
Where did you surf or as a tourist?
I actually went there with my wife for a church seminar, and we ended up there. A beautiful spot, and the surf down there at Patong Beach
Patong, yeah.
was pumping, and I was there with my wife, so here we go. Roger, this is a good size wave, straight up on the nose. This is definitely going to be...
That's his 7.5.
This is why, look at this, there's drop knee turns, there's hang tens on that critical section of the wave.
Major maneuvers done outside, out the back.
Yeah.
At the critical part of the wave.
This is definitely exclamation mark from that fall that he had, the rare fall from Roger, and you can see there's Blue sort of going in behind him. Not quite getting the action that Roger got on his wave. He's waiting for that moment to get up to the nose, not quite being able to set the board deep enough in the water until now to get up on that nose. You want to explain, I used to think you can just go up to the nose whenever. There's actually a lot of technique in getting that board set in the water before you can go anywhere near the nose, right?
Yeah, there's just a few techniques that would help you get to the nose. Depends on the section of the wave. Like sometimes you see surfers nose ride when the wave is not actually standing up and their board is just directly facing the beach, compared to a surfer just in the pocket. The whole rail of the board is attached to the middle top part of the wave, just like this. That's a hard nose ride.
So
Super technical.
A technically advanced nose ride from Roger Kasugai. He's starting to feel his rhythm, I think. Might have been a little show of nerves on those first ones. Rightio, so just as you're explaining it, Roger's displaying it for us, which is handy. Thank you, Roger Kasugai, for playing the game for us. And yeah, well, like I said, great guy, so good to see Roger out there finding his rhythm, and these other guys sort of starting to play catch up. We've got John Kennedy in second with a wave to drop and surfer in blue. Suryan Pijan from Thailand, which we were just talking about actually. Some beautiful beaches down there in Thailand. And Annie Flynn, so shout out to everyone over there in Thailand. Beautiful country, I can't wait to get back there. It's always a a pleasant experience with food and people over there in Thailand.
Yeah, shout out to Ju, Bendecha, and all the boys from Thailand.
Beautiful part of the world, and some beautiful waves over there. Don't be too shy to take a board and just see what happens over there. They've got a particular time of year where you can get good 3 to 4 foot beaches. It's good fun. All right, let's see what's going on out there. So Roger's slowly streaking away with this.
Surfer in white, John Kennedy is currently in second place.
Up and riding, nice and patient.
If he gets anything above 7.4 here, he's going to be in first place.
All right, a little bit wobbly there. Nice ride, very long. He's taking this one all the way into the bay. It's going to end up right up on that shallow section. A little bit of water on it now, so not too bad. If he's riding that big single fin, he might be in a little bit of danger of kissing the reef. Looks like he has got that big single fin. What's the difference between a single fin and the thruster setup on the longboards? Is it just preference?
The single fin is more of a traditional board compared to a tri-fin, which is you can classify it into the like a high performance.
Alrighty, let's have a look at some of these replays. There's Surfer in white. He went for that quick nose tap on that critical section at the start. Didn't quite happen there. That's a bit of a bunt for our Surfer in white, John Kennedy Martinez. And there's Roger. He's getting his back
That's
up.
a good fade. That's what you call it, a fading. That's an actual maneuver.
And there he is with that 10 locked in that we were talking about as we were talking about him. So the faded takeoff is when you...
Like you fade, you go backwards and trying to set up for the nose ride. So you're going behind.
Yep. It goes across both disciplines. It sort of gets you back to that power source a lot faster than if you had to get up and wait for it. You're sort of manufacturing what you need from the wave, so it's really cool to see. Short boards might do it for a barrel or to hit a quick section. Longboarders will do it to set up those nose rides and establish the way to sort of hit that power source without... Let the wave do the work. Nice bit of work from our surfer in blue, bit of technical walking up and down, bit of cross step and a few drop knee turns, combining those major manoeuvres. And it's that grace and style that sort of gets them those multipliers on the scoring. So those last few waves, red, not much going on there. Still looking for a 9.15 at this stage to get up into second place.
Kasugay better his score, 6.75 on his second highest.
He did. He's slowly climbing up and out of reach of some of the other guys. Surfer in blue, Syrian Plijan, is now in third place, and he's looking for a pretty big requirement of an 8.0 with 3 minutes and 25. He's trying to get to John Kennedy Martinez heels, who's currently on an 11.35, and even he's looking for a 7.40 to get up into first place. Currently in first place. The one that we were just discussing all that technique on, the faded takeoffs, the nose walks, and the rail game, is Roger Kasugai. Good fun.
Yeah, he got invited in the Mexi Log Fest a few months ago. Oh no, early last year.
He was also invited to Thailand. Speaking of Thailand, he was actually invited to their ASC event that they had there towards the end of last year.
Yep.
John Mark Marimatu Kong and Roger Kasugai went and represented the Philippines. Roger made it through to the quarterfinals, I believe, in their longboard event.
Yeah, he got third, I think. Equal third.
Equal third?
Yeah.
So he got through to the semi-finals, and then I think Marimar went through and won the event for the shortboarders.
Yeah.
But that was a really good event. Well done to the ASC crew over there for putting on such a good event in Thailand, showcasing the world that Thailand has got some pumping waves. Also a few recent liberal laws being made over there. 2 minutes remaining. Here's Surian Plijan out there trying to hack away at this requirement, either needing a very good score or needs to start improving on his getting rid of his threes and start attacking it that way. With 1 minute and 48 seconds, he needs to make a bit more of a dent in that score that he's looking at.
Yeah, after this, we'll have our Heat 8, our last heat for today. We'll have Masayat Sakamoto, Jomari Ibuesa, Warren Lopez, and Arif Nur Hidayat. 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Japanese, Filipinos, and Indonesians. It's such a great, diverse mix of fields we have from all over the place. It's really good to see. A little bit hard on the pronunciation of some of the names, but this could just be my bad English.
So in blue needs a 7.2 to progress, and red, currently riding this wave now, needs a 9.51.
Yep.
He's gonna go to the back, and
he's not in a great spot.
Need to get a better set wave to be rewarded with a 9.15.
30 seconds.
30 seconds remaining.
Looks like the ocean's taking a little break. Looks like Roger might be sitting on the inside trying to sneak in. I'm sure he's just doing this one as a victory lap, trying to stay busy. And probably just wants to get back to the beach so he can hug his wife and kids and enjoy a bit of time down there with his local friends. Or he was planning to do that.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And John Kennedy on a bit of a victory lap too, using up his second priority there just to put it out of doubt for the rest of those surfers out there in the water, making sure he's on the scoring wave, removing their opportunity. Should we take a quick break?
Yep.
Come back with a call shortly after this. See you in a minute.
Okay, welcome back. This is last heat of the day, round 32, hit number 8. We have Masaya Tsukamoto from Japan. We have
Jo Maria Buesa from La Union.
yes, and then Warren Lopez,
From La Union.
and also our last Indonesian surfer from Batu Karas, Arif Nur Hidayat, Menchos. So this is going to be a good heat.
Yeah, so last heat for today. We're going to have another 7:30 a.m. call time tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have the same conditions as today. Here we go. Surfer in green. Up and
Ooh.
down.
A bit of a bump there, maybe from Arif Nur Hidayat. Here we go. Red was looking, and then also this is blue.
Jo Marie.
So Joe Marie is from here.
Yeah, he's a local boy.
So you know, if I'm not wrong, like most of the surfers that are surfing the event, they also have a surf school. If I'm not wrong. They
Yeah,
also
most
teach-
of them
yeah.
have a surf school and teach here by the beach.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta maximize, you know, the beach you are from, making sure there's no, you know, surf school from unauthorized surf, you know, surf school happening in your beach break for sure. So yeah, we're gonna have an interview on the beach right now. We're gonna have the last winner, Roger Kasugai.
With John Carby.
Okay, here I am down on the beach with the one and only Roger Kasugai. Congratulations, Roger. What a heat.
Yeah, it was so fun out there. Especially now, like, waves are getting better and better. I hope these coming days are get more bigger a little bit, so we're gonna more enjoy it, you know. But it's surfable and it's so good already.
I saw a rare fall from you out there. How did you go through that one? How did you pick up and pick off after you had that little tumble on that? I think it was about your third wave.
Yeah, it's a bit like nerve shaking a little bit because I want to try those. I want to try to get a start as soon as possible. So I'm gonna go that nerve away, and then in the end, I found some good ones, and then ride until the end, and it succeeds for a good score as well.
Well, yeah, we saw you recover after that fall, and that was where you dropped that big score. So obviously your strategies in check. I see you've got a nice bright yellow board. You want to tell me a little bit about what's going on in front of us?
I don't know. The one who shaped this, Ian, my sponsor, I got a thicker one, a version of this. They call it California Gold from Lucky. And then I said hey, I want to improve it a little bit. So he made me this one like a little bit thinner than my other one. So it served well. I like it. Yellow is the color. Yeah.
Gold. We were talking about your gold medal from the SEA Games as the conversations went on. 2019 was the last major competition that was going on down here. You ended up with a gold medal with a Fair Play Award. What are you hoping to get out of this WSL event?
I don't know. I just served my best, and we'll see what's the Mother Nature going to give. So, yeah.
Also, recently had a little baby boy with your wife. What does it mean now? Got your boy. Must be proud, Papa, now.
Yeah, I'm super happy as well to make my own family now, because I've been like surfing for my entire life, and now it's time to calm down a little bit from traveling and everything. Spend time with my family, and I want to shout out to my wife Lisa and my kid Rio. See you at home.
I think it's an emotional Roger Kasugai, one of the best surfers that we have in the Philippines, a true gentleman of the sport, and I can't wait to see you keep progressing through this, and hope to see you in the next few rounds.
Thank you.
Thank you, Roger. We're going to shout back up to you in the tower. Thank you very much.
There you go. Roger Kasugai, our heat winner. So now we have surfer in blue, currently in first place with a 5.75 on his opening ride. And surfer in green. And surfer in white, waiting for his scores to drop.
Nice opening ride there from Joe Marie. Actually, look, 5.75. That's definitely a keeper.
And he fell on that last maneuver too.
Wow.
So, but he did damage before that already. So
yeah, because you know, on the last heat that I watched between Danny, he only looking for, between like those four surfers. A 4 is a game changer, and to have a 5.75 in early heats, it's definitely good numbers to have.
yeah, for sure.
So talking about Roger here, his last name is Kasugai. Is that a Spanish influence name, because there's a lot of Lopez or something? But Kasugai is sounds like super native, no?
Yeah, he's big family here, and yeah, there's a bunch of Kasugais around. Everywhere I go in the Philippines, there's a Kasugay.
There's a lot of Kasugais, yeah. So this is Menchos from Batu Caras on his second ride there. Mencho's been using the same exact board from his SEA Games day.
Actually, yeah.
That's his board when he was still in the national team. So I don't know. Menchos doesn't really break boards, because he's super controlled, super, like the way he surf is. He doesn't really do a lot of. He just stay home and surf with one boards probably. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been here a few times. He stayed in my place around 5 times. Usually when he comes, he message me and say, sleep with you, sleep in the couch.
Yeah.
He actually stayed with Roger there a few times.
Yeah, he's also, I think he won a couple times. Maybe, I don't know, the
single and attach, yeah.
He's not a stranger here for La Union, right-hander, but he's a bit different now. He have a wife back home, and his traveling time is a little bit limited. Not like before. He used to be on the road a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So Joe Marie is currently #1 seed longboarder. He is first rank for 2022 overall rankings.
Oh,
for our national comp.
So he's a top guys like
for
JR
and Roger.
Roger, yeah. So he's a new guy, yeah, Joe Marie.
Yeah. He's younger. He's only 19, I think. 19 or 20. And Warren Lopez also, big family from La Union. Local boy. Here we go. Surfer in red. Masaya from Japan.
So actually, this is a really good heat, look, because Masaya is also a really great longboarder from Japan. You know who's really impressed me? The other Japanese guy who got like an 8 point and 7 early in the heat. He was really impressive. So Joe Marie is still in the first. Arif Nur Hidayat second. Warren Lopez is in third position. Masaya Sukamoto still waiting for his last score. So we're waiting for Joe Marie and Masaya score to be locked in anytime soon. So with 16 minutes to go, this is going to be our last heat of the day. We have a 2 round of a longboard division today. We have the women's division earlier in the morning, and also we have 8 heats of a round of 32. Tomorrow we're going to stand by again. We're going to have a call at 7:30, and then we might have a call at 8. So that's the schedule for tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks to our major sponsors, NextGen Philippines, Department of Tourism Region 1, Provincial Government of La Union, Local Government of San Juan, and San Miguel Infrastructure, our minor sponsors, PLDT and Smart, Volkswagen Philippines, and Red Bull. Here's a replay of Surfer in Red.
So yeah,
Japan.
There's a little bit of a chop in front of him before he need to get around of that white section. And here, could be the first open phase that he's doing something, but there's not much going on also there for Masaya. This is Joe Marie. Nice tall surfing there from Joe Marie. Big Philippines flags there on his board, making sure that everybody recognize him as a Filipino there.
I believe that board is shaped by one of the Filipino local boys, Tick Boy.
Okay, yeah, there's a big
surf school there.
Yeah, Tick Boy surf school, yeah.
Here we go, surfer in green from Indonesia. Waiting for the wave to stand up, walking onto the nose. There you go.
Wow, a little bit out of control there from Menchos on his hang 10, but I think he's trying to show to the judges that he can finish that maneuver, even though there's a bit of a wobble there, but he managed to get through that hang 10 a little bit. But still, early in the heat, 13 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Masaya with the opening ride of a 3.5. Here's a replay of Joe Marie's currently sitting in first place. Yeah, 5.5 on last wave, this one. You can tell Joe Marie have the local knowledge, you know.
This guy's so local here.
Yeah.
At night, they even go spear fishing.
Wow.
Yeah, so he knows this spot day in, day out.
Yeah.
Daylight, nighttime.
Yeah, he know every section of that wave.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. This is Warren Lopez. So we have 2 natural footers and 2 goofy footers on this heat. Warren is also a goofy footer like Arif Nur Hidayat.
Joe Murray actually is a goofy footer too, so we only have
oh yeah, he's goofy. Yeah.
Masaya.
Masaya is a natural footer. I don't know. Sometimes being a goofy footer is, you know, on a right hand point is
advantage.
Not, yeah. Because sometimes you know, on your front side there's an advantage of you know, doing some kind of rotation of your shoulder and your hips more better. You see, even Warren Lopez like doing a bit of a fading, you know, on his backside. On the front side, yeah, it seems like you're always trying to get things a bit quicker. This is the replay of Warren Lopez.
This is his 4.65.
Nice. So he extend his score from a 3.8 7.5 into a 4.65. So he's currently sitting in second position, putting Menchos in in third. And now Menchos and Masaya is looking for an exactly same number of 4.9 to take out second. Here we go. Looks like Masaya is holding first priority. He's looking for a 4.9. Nice hang 5 to 10. A bit of a transition shake there. Trying to get around into the open face again now. If this gonna offer him anything at the back, we can see Menchos at the back. There's a double vision of Masaya and also Menchos. Ooh. Not the cleanest wave like Joe Marie got on the last wave, but we'll see if that's going to be a good score for these two guys.
Yeah, we have a lot of time. There's 11 minutes on the clock. This is our last heat. Surfer in green needs a 4.9 to advance, and Surfer in red needs a 4.9 to advance. So we'll see. Thanks to our local sponsors, Hiraya, Clean Beach, San Juan Surf Resort, Alima, Sabong Fried Chicken, Surftown, Tagpuan, Warung Local, Zera Water, Kermit, Seabuds, La Cantina, and Lineup Bistro. Here's a replay of Surfer in green, only needing a 4.9. That last ride, I believe, is of 3.4. It's not enough. Surfer in red gets a 4.2.
Yeah, so Masaya have a better exchange there on that last wave of where they
3.85, yeah, Masaya gets 3.85.
So 3.85 for Masaya and only 3.4 for Menchos. So Menchos still looking for a 4.9. Masaya is looking for a 4.56. Warren Lopez is looking for 6.60.
So last heat of today, Tippy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy an afternoon, maybe a surf in the beach break.
Yeah, there's a lot of action right now on the beach. There's a lot of people swimming. A lot of people are doing surf lessons. I think this is also a weekend, so there will be a lot of things going on the beach. And also, I think there's also a photo exhibition from Mike Eliantos.
Yeah,
if
that's
I'm not
right.
wrong.
It's going to happen at the Attic Room. It's located at the Great Northwest, just across by Kermit.
Okay.
So he is
showcasing
his
works, yeah.
Best photographs. Mike's been around taking photos and videos of our national tour and almost everywhere. I've seen him everywhere, from surfing to motorbike. Yeah, shout out to Mike and his lovely wife Pam and their two kids, Anaya and Aki. So tonight, yes, that's happening at the Attic Room just by Great Northwest.
So here we go. This is Masaya, the surfer from Japan. Have, a lot work still to do. He's looking for a 4.56. I don't think so. From his body language, he's thinking he's got that number, yeah. So Masaya, I think he's a surfer from Chiba, if I'm not wrong. He's been coming to Indonesia for a couple of the events. He was also in Phuket early last year in August. He lost in the semis, if I'm not wrong. And
that's his real name, right? Masaya.
Yeah, Masaya.
Masaya here means happy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Happy boy. He's always smiling. And Menchos, little secret about Menchos, he haven't been anywhere outside Batu Karas for the last 4 years, he said. not a, what do you call that, like it's not a, I don't know, it's just not Menchos, you usually see him like here, a lot of places, and suddenly you have to stay home for 4 years.
Currently fourth place, you need a 4.90. You're in second priority, so
You know, sometime in a competition, you know, like you hear what is the score you need. And sometimes a 4.9 in the usual situation, that's like super easy to get. But with the condition right now at La Union, it's so unpredictable. The section might just stop you from getting all those connections. A 4.9 is pretty hard, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at the highest scoring waves, it's a 5.75 and a 5.5. It's
in the
close,
range.
yeah, in that range
of a good score, because you know, if you think about it, Joe Marie is having that local knowledge, and then Masaya also looking for a 4.56, so they need to do a lot. Here we go. This is Menchos, Arif Nur Hidayat, backside on this one. Transition,
Switch.
yeah, going switch there, and then keep going on his switch. You know, that's a really hard surfing, actually. I'm pretty sure the judges understand, and wow, that's a lot of technical transition maneuver there. Cross step, switch again. That's
nice.
That's quite good.
That's really good surfing.
Yeah, really good surfing there
by Menchos. He only needs a 4.9. Let's see what the judges reward him.
Yeah. Oh my God. There's a lot of hooting going on right now. Joe Marie.
Oh, look at that wave.
Oh. Wow.
Might go for a quick surf after this.
Yeah, bring my board too. So this is live action right now from Joe Marie. We would love to see. Oh, he's still going, actually. Look, that's crazy. You know, he started from way back until the end of the bay. I would say that's around like 200 to 300 meters of wave you can see there. That's a long ride there from Joe Marie. You can see how far the camera have to go back there. So still waiting for last of green. It looks like going to be a good number. Here we go, Masaya. And also Joe Marie looking like going to have a good number there. So Arif Nur Hidayat, his wave was a 7.00. Move him to second now. And waiting for last of blue. This is going to be a really good number, I think. And live in action, Masaya.
Good surfing by surfer in green.
Yeah.
Surfer in blue waiting for his scores to drop. And red just kicked out. So there's two more. There you go. 7.0 and surfer in blue and red. We're still waiting for their scores to drop.
Yeah, so if you think about it, you know, Menchos really surfing technically, but on a smaller wave. And Joe Marie, his number gonna come up soon. He's having a really good wave, and he got an 8.75.
That's because it's a bigger wave, a set wave.
Yes. And then also Masaya also coming strong, actually. He's looking for a 4.86 now. And his last wave was a 5.65. This is a 5.65 from Masaya, and now he's looking for 4.85, 4.86. So he's still not too far behind with 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Masaya is not holding priority. So Menchos is
moved to second place.
And then he's also holding second priority. Warren Lopez need a 5.86. So Warren is first priority. Menchos second priority. I think with the here we go. Let's have a look on Joe Marie's 8.75. Wow, long hang five there, Luke. Yeah, local knowledge really pays, because you know he knows that all he need to do is get around this one, and there's more section is waiting for him. As you can see, he just keep going. Another footwork there. And guess what? He's still going.
Sometime on the bigger days, if you get lucky, you get those runners straight to the beach break.
Wow. Connecting.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Here we go. This is going to be an exciting finish.
Yeah, Joe Marie Ebuesa and Arif Nur Hidayat from Indonesia. Masaya Sukamoto is not far behind. He's only looking for an 4.86, and also Warren Lopez with a 5.86. Here we go. Looks like Menchos is paddling for this one. He's holding second priority. He's actually don't want to keep it open also from Masaya, because with 1 minute and 30 seconds to go, if there's a 3 sets behind, Masaya can also still be dangerous. Another switch foot. Wow, switch foot top turns there. We'll see if that's going to better his 3.5. If that's going to better his 3.5, looks like Masaya and Warren going to have a bit bigger task to get.
Yeah, 1 minute. 1 minute. I see. Not sure if there's sets coming. Oh, I see a few long boarders. I see a few short boarders waiting in the channel already. Waiting to free serve. We should call a technical free serve.
I know.
Tippy.
We have to, clear up the lineup and make sure the official have at least 1 hour, 2 hours of free surfing. So here we go. Yes, Arif Nur Hidayat best his lower second score with a 4.70. So now Masaya looking for a 6.06, and Warren Lopez is also looking for a bigger number of a 7.05. With 25 seconds to go, looks like it's pretty solid for Joe Marie, and I would say also Arif Nur Hidayat, closing this one with 14 seconds to go. And we are into counting down in 5.
All right, great second day of action, Tippy.
Yeah, it's an amazing day.
We'll have a call time tomorrow at 7:30 a.m.
Yep.
for a possible 8 a.m. start.
Yeah. Big shout out to all the officials, all the the broadcast crew, the camera guys, all the the mixing crew. Thank you very much for your hard works, making sure that everybody can see this event globally.
Yes, you guys are amazing. The guys working behind the scenes up here in this room behind us. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow, and have a great afternoon, everyone.